Okay, we're going to work on lesson 6.7 today. We're going to investigate partial quotients for 3 and 4 digit numbers, okay? Let's start with this. I'd like you to work on the partial quotients. Result for 32 divided by 8.
Okay.
And I know you might know it in your mind, but I'd still like to see the work with the partial quotient, okay? Okay, some of you are using 10. It's too high already for 10. Yep, we're not. Yeah, you don't want to be working with that 10. I know that's our first thought is we want to jump in and start using a 10 because that's how we're instructed, but that's too high already. Good, I like your thinking. Thanks for pulling it apart into 2 pieces at least. I like your thinking. You didn't have to pull it apart. You understood the relationship. I like your thinking back there. Nice. Okay. Good. I like your thinking. You didn't have to pull it apart. You understood the relationship. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. So you're almost there, mister. What's the next step? Good. I like your thinking. I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Good. I like your thinking. Good. Okay. Remember, we write our answers on the top of this box. I don't know if I've emphasized that well enough. So at the answer, when it's this format, you put it at the top. So looks like you might have a remainder, although you have so is 8 times 4 30? No. Good, thank you. Okay, I love it. Thank you. Everybody stop where you're working. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple examples of what some people did today. So eyes here, close your markers. Eyes here, please, close your markers. Good. Eyes here, close your markers. I saw some people, eyes here, close your markers, please. I saw some people do it a couple of different ways. Some people recognized that it had that relationship, 8 times 4 is 32. They didn't have to do a partial. They just had to quickly write it up. That's fine. So the answer was 4. Okay. I saw some people do it this way as well. They might have noticed there was a relationship with 3 and 8 was 24. And if you subtracted, 32 minus 24 is 8. And then 8 times 8 is 1. Subtract it out, 0 remainder. Turns out that you would have had 4 total, right? Okay, eyes here, please, eyes here. I saw one other way. Some people recognize this 2 times 8 is 16. Turned out to be 16, and then another 2 times 8 is 16. And subtract it out, put it together, and the answer is 4 again. Remember, I want to point this out. Eyes here, please, eyes here. I want to point this out. You write your answers at the top of this box. Okay? It's kind of what you could think of this box as the equal sign. All right, I'm going to up the level of difficulty here.
Oh, yay. Let's get to work. That's not that hard.
Yeah? Well, it could be for some people, but I'm seeing some people say, oh, I think they're recognizing that skill that we've used with the zero, right? Adding a 0 to what we need. Nice. And I like that some of you are solving it the same way. You're either pulling it apart or not. You're recognizing those relationships. But you're just adding that 0 onto what you need there, right? Good. 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 Remember where you write your answer. Some of you still are not writing your answer where the answers should go. Wonderful. 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 Wonderful.
Wait.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, sir.
Can I do the next problem?
Well, I haven't. Nope. I have another thought here in just a moment. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, I think most of you came up with 40 this time, recognizing recognizing that place value shift from 1s to 10s in this case, okay? I need everybody, close your markers. Okay, let's say it's not so apparent what the relationship between these numbers are, okay? Would it be easy to start with 10s in this case? It would be easy, right? We could say, we could do that 9 times 90, or 9 times 10 equals 90, right? We still have a lot of work to do in this case, right? Can we up it just a little bit? Just a little small. Let's see. What if we try 20? 20 times 90 is 180. Could we up this a little more? Yeah. Let's just jump to 40. How's that? 40 times 90 is 360. Are we getting a little closer?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see, show me with your thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. Can you see the value of going a little higher with it's our estimating strategy. Can we see the value of going a little higher with our first number than just 10? Thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. Okay. And it shortens our work. Could we try maybe 50?
Yeah.
Let's give 50 a shot, right? Okay. Shortens our work a little bit. It's 450. I don't know if we're going to go any higher, right? We could try 60. It would turn out to be 540. Wouldn't that be a little too high for this then? We want a number that's lower than this number itself. Yes, sir.
Wouldn't it be 454?
Nope. Because 9 times 5 is 45, and then we're just putting the 0 on, okay? So do you see that value, how I've increased that? Now I've shortened my work. I don't have to do 10, 10, 10, 10. Now I can say 504, 4 minus 0 is 4. I have to carry this, right? 10 minus 54, and then a 0, right? And now I see this relationship naturally, right? 9 times 6, right, is 54. See how much shorter of work I had to do than 10, 10, 10, 10? So are we okay with that? Upping our estimations with this number that we're dividing with? Thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. How are you feeling about your work today? Those two strategies, knowing that we can move the place value over from 1s to 10s, or we can start to make our estimates for our quotients much higher.
Good.
Excellent.